Sometimes little things will kind of jump out at me and become food for thought. This happened with an old movie I watched, Too Late for Tears, sometimes called Killer Bait. It stars Elizabeth Scott as Jane Palmer, Don DeFore as Don Blake, Arthur Kennedy as Alan Palmer, yeah, husband and wife, uh, and Christine Miller as Kathy Palmer, the sister-in-law, and Dan Duryea as a character named Danny Fuller, who is a villain, but can't out-villain Jane Palmer. Okay, anyway, Kathy Palmer and Jane Palmer happen to be chatting with each other, and Kathy Palmer mentions that she hopes that she will get a raise and in promotion at work. Okay, again, this was film made in 1949. And Jane Palmer says, you sound like you're planning to make a career out of it. And Kathy Palmer says, you sound like you haven't heard about the man shortage. Okay, now obviously, it shows its age with this conversation. But an interesting thing about it is it was written by a man. The screenwriter was a man, but an interesting thing is the assumption on the part of both characters, assumption put in there by the male writer, that given a choice, a woman would prefer to be a housewife. Now, that's assuming too much, even in 1949. But it's there's something to that assumption, okay? And the idea that the woman would prefer to be a housewife, even if she doesn't have kids, isn't outrageous, okay? Because to some extent, you're your own boss. While the husband is going out and, earning the paycheck, the wife is at home getting the household and then, doing the household chores and maybe mending, preparing the meal, maybe looking into a recipe book to see what to cook that evening, so on and so forth. But to a large extent, she is, at least for a lot of the day, her own boss. She doesn't have to leave the house or the apartment or whatever to go out to work, which can be a problem in and of itself. And so this assumption, well, unwarranted even in 1949, in my opinion, isn't that outrageous of an assumption that all things, being equal, a woman might prefer to have somebody else bring in the paycheck. Okay? Hope you like hearing that. And I guess I should add, I can also see why some men would prefer to be house husbands. But that wasn't really considered, at that time period, there really wasn't such a thing as a house husband or a stay-at-home dad. So it really did just apply to women. But anyway, hope you like hearing that. Bye.